Well, 12-year-old Holly and her best friend are together on a high-speed amusement ride. As the mega drop goes up, their seatbelts fail. In that split moment, two very different decisions are made. One stays put, the other jumps.
I didn't think I was going to die when I jumped. I thought I was going to die if I didn't jump.
No, I don't want my kids on those rides ever again.
Rising 30 metres in the air and dropping at 200 kilometres an hour, this is the Mega Drop, known as Australia's tallest travelling freefall ride.
Oh my God!
At first, it was pure elation for a daredevil 12-year-old like Holly Brown.
I like the thrill, you know, like when you're going up and then it's just like, oh my goodness, it's really fun.
But second time around on the big drop, Holly jumped for her life, leaving best friend Ava to hold on at 10 metres high.
I just thought the worst at that moment.
The girls were at the Kilcoy show in Queensland on May 13 when the near tragedy happened. The safety harnesses unbuckling just as the ride began its ascent.
I saw the complete fear in her eyes and I'm like, well, she has something covering her, but like I don't, and I couldn't reach it, so I'm like, you know what, I just gotta jump.
At 6 metres from the ground, this brave girl decided to leap out of her chair after just witnessing the operator of the ride fall to the ground while attempting to save them.
We were going up about a metre when the harnesses came undone, so we latched on to my seat trying to pull my harness down while it's still going up, and he falls about 3 metres. And I go up another 3 metres and he tells me to jump with his arms out.
So I just sat on the ride the whole time, just freaking out. I really didn't know what to do.
Thankfully, the emergency stop button was hit and the horror playing out in front of families finally ended. Ava was left dangling in her chair and Holly had landed on a steel platform. She'd soon find out her crash landing had fractured her ankle.
And you didn't cry?
No.
Holly was alive and left in a lot of pain, but in the moment, Ava thought her mate had been killed.
I started freaking out because I thought as soon as she would jump, she would die.
No one's getting through to her. She's just bawling her eyes out thinking what's going to happen to me.
Holly's mum, Katie, rushed up to Brisbane from Victoria, 29 weeks pregnant, to be with her girl.
Like I cried myself to sleep, that's probably for the first 2 nights.
Workplace Health and Safety Queensland is investigating the incident and told A Current Affair the ride is no longer in operation. It couldn't provide further details on what happened, but Katie says she's been told the seatbelts most likely unbuckled because of a mechanical failure.
The mistake was not pressing the stop button straight away, clearly. That was, and panicking and climbing up the rig to try to get her seatbelt. That was seconds wasted. That was, life-threatening, obviously. Holly should never have made it to 6 metres at all, no.
I just feel like the situation could have been avoided really easily.
Katie says the family hasn't been contacted by the ride operator or even offered a refund for the ride that Holly had saved up her pocket money and paid for.
But like the duty of care, like give us a call, see how Holly's going. Like what can they do? There was no offer of even like just little thing like refunding the tickets to the show. It can happen to you. You'd never think it would, but just to be vigilant and not always put your trust and faith in these people who pack up and set up rides.
The Year 7 student will be in her moon boot for another month. She's either hobbling on crutches or scooting around with her 2 little brothers by her side. While Ava wasn't physically hurt, the experience has scarred her.
Yeah, I've been going to school and just trying to get it off my mind so then I don't freak out about it anymore.
And Holly has been able to keep her sense of humour intact despite lugging around her new fashion statement.
It's really bulky and it doesn't go with anything. So. And it's kind of ironic because when I asked my mum for new boots, I didn't mean this one. So.
Nice to see her cracking jokes, isn't it?